and go live. I can't even do this sound effect for the doors. Holodeck. Welcome to Holodeck 3, everybody.
Way!
Crazy tales from Holodeck 3. That's
one,
what we're doing.
Possibly even more crazy. Possibly. We're doing our first multi-cross universal-ness.
Should be fun, hopefully.
Hopefully. I've given some criterion to not go ridiculous to the AI. You know, I don't want some obvious silly things. I mean, you guys can make silly things, but they can be clever silly things.
Yes. If you read the pinned chat, you can change the flow of the story with a super chat and a prompt. But to change or include another franchise is where it gets ridiculous. It's a $5 minimum. So if you want to introduce Doctor Who or something like that, you can. $5 at least for that. So just kind of keep things on the rails a little bit.
Yeah.
Story going.
Because part of the fun is, of course, to see where the intelligence, because there is intelligence within this thing, where it takes us, you know, forcing it to work out a twist or throwing a literal twist in and kind of, you know, having it do things we don't expect. We've had several that's like, ooh.
Yeah.
And sometimes you will make us have, you know, and then a portal opens up. And another portal opens up. Our fifth portal opens up.
All before noon.
Yeah. And then suddenly, you know, these 14 factions, and then it obviously forgets the factions. There's too many people to think about. Yeah. So who are we mashing today, Stuart?
I think the thumbnail says it all.
Oh.
Captain Kirk and Luke Skywalker.
Yes. How exciting.
Trek versus Wars.
Or Trek works with Wars, you know. Who's to say? Well, I picked action shots. I thought that'll be kind of fun to bring in. And I've given a basic setup here. We are TOS, of course, that Luke is found by the Enterprise near Klingon space. I kind of gave it that little, and as I always do, I played a couple of things. We have a starting structure of the story, and then you all can throw something in. And it can be as simple as, you know, $5, and then an asteroid filled with diamonds is detected, you know, and see what it does. Rather than force a radical twist, you can, you know, have it invent a unique thread.
We don't necessarily want to keep adding host of characters either, because it gets very diluted at some point then. So want to kind of keep it to the main characters and then just add little, like Sam said, detecting a strange asteroid or something.
Whatever floats your thematic boat.
Sure. Yeah.
So I will start showing. See you in a second.
All right, so that leaves me with you guys to tell you to hit like if you haven't already, and by all means, super chat in. You can add the twists and turns. It's a choose your own adventure or create your own adventure. You can do that. Super chat in with any twists or turns you want to put in the story. We'll incorporate them and see where the AI takes us. It'll be interesting and fun, hopefully, because they have been fun so far. So anyway, also consider hitting the like button, like I said, subscribing to the channel if you're not already subscribed, and clicking the join button. There's a join button down there if you want to join the channel. We'd appreciate it. Lots of cool perks and stuff apply for that. And don't forget that you can also join over on Patreon/Trekyards. If that's the way you'd prefer to do it, you can do that also. So yeah, lots of different choices in that regard. And you will go subscribe to Trekyards. This is the way. All right. So yes, lots of fun things you can do with that. And don't forget, there are links down below to the Teespring and the TeePublic store. You get yourself some cool Trekyards merch, really good shirt designs and stuff like that. We'd like to see you guys wearing at conventions. So help us out in all the ways, any of the ways, some of the ways. You know what I mean. Rex, okay, I will try my hardest not to. It shouldn't be that difficult. Just add to the story. Don't throw in like 15 different characters from 17 different franchises. I don't know how that would work. But anyway, you know the routine. Should be fun. And yeah, we're going to jump into it. Get our awful voice acting.
You mean great voice acting?
Serviceable voice acting.
Okay, let's do our amazing voice acting.
Yes, that's better.
All right. So who are you going to play in this recreation of a fresh story?
Well, Kirk for sure.
Oh, Cam James T. Kirk. Level of
I'll also play McCoy, I guess, because I see a McCoy there.
yes.
You can be Sulu and Chekhov.
Okay.
And Spock. You get a lot.
Joy.
He's also going to be Luke.
Yes. And everything's a little bit different with this AI thing, because every time we're learning. This time, for whatever reason, it did it in acts and scenes, or did it in scenes. So it's chunk within chunks. Maybe that's conventional script format it's doing. I don't know, but now we have more distinct stop and start points. Okay.
Okay.
Sure. Let's go for it, Stuart. Narrator.
All right, cold open, the bridge of the USS Enterprise. The camera pans across the bustling bridge of the USS Enterprise. Captain Kirk stands at the center, surveying the crew's activities with a mixture of curiosity and command. Mr. Spock, ever stoic, is stationed at his science station, while Dr. McCoy paces nearby, looking somewhat annoyed. Status report, Mr. Sulu. Anything unusual on sensors?
Negative, Captain. All sensors functioning with the normal parameters.
Good. Keep scanning that sector. We don't want any surprises. Just then a red alert blinks on the console.
Captain! I pick up a faint energy signature on low-range sensors. It appears to be unfamiliar.
Unfamiliar? Let's take a closer look. Mr. Spock. Analysis.
Insufficient data at this time, Captain. I recommend we approach with caution.
Agreed. Helm, set a course. Maximum warp.
That's caution.
The Enterprise glides gracefully through the vastness of space, as it will many times during this, I'm sure, heading towards the mysterious energy signature.
And then
scene one.
That's scene one. We are teased, guys. We are teased. Scene two.
Corridor.
I thought you should be McCoy because you're grumpy.
That's what I said.
Okay.
I was going to be McCoy.
Okay.
The camera follows Kirk, Spock, and McCoy as they walk briskly through the corridors of the Enterprise, deep in discussion. I swear, Jim, if this turns out to be another wild goose chase, I'm going to... Easy, Bones. We don't know until we get there.
Captain, I must advise caution. The unknown nature of this energy signature poses a potential threat.
Understood, Spock. It's our duty to investigate. We can't ignore the possibility of a distress call. They round a corner and enter the main shuttle bay, where a team of crew members is preparing to retrieve the unidentified object.
I feel teased.
Shuttle bay. Kirk, Spock, and McCoy approach a team gathered around the entrance of the shuttle bay. The atmosphere is tense as they prepare to encounter the unknown. What do we have here? It's a small spacecraft of unknown origin. There appears to be a lone occupant inside, Captain. Any life signs? Faint, but steady. I'll need to get him to sickbay for a more thorough examination. Kirk nods, watching as the crew carefully brings the X-Wing into the shuttle bay, or craft with an X-shaped configuration. As the cockpit opens, they see the unconscious form of a young individual, a young farm boy inside.
Fascinating. I've never seen anything like this before.
Indeed. Let's get him to sickbay and find out who our unexpected guest is. The scene fades as the crew begins to transport Luke Skywalker to sickbay, setting the stage for the unexpected meeting between the two iconic heroes from different universes.
Oh. So we've set the scene. I told you to go gentle. So we're going gentle. Act 2!
Sickbay. The doors slide open, revealing the sterile environment of the ship's sickbay. Dr. McCoy stands at the ready as the medical team brings in the young farm boy on a stretcher. We wouldn't know his name, honestly. Kirk and Spock...
No, but it's stage directions, so the stage directions would.
Yeah. Kirk and Spock follow closely behind, their curiosity piqued by the mysterious visitor. Prep a biobed. Let's get him stabilized. Medical team quickly goes to work, transferring Luke to a nearby biobed and hooking him up to the monitoring equipment. McCoy scans him with the medical tricorder, frowning at the readings. His vital signs are stable, but there's something unusual about him. What do you mean, Bones? It's hard to explain. His physiology is unlike anything I've ever seen, almost otherworldly.
Intriguing.
Kirk nods thoughtfully.
Thanks, everybody. Thanks, everybody.
Already raising the question: who is this mysterious stranger, and how did he end up adrift in space? Keep me updated on his condition. I want to know the moment he wakes up. Will do, Jim. As Kirk and Spock exit sickbay, leaving McCoy to tend to his patient, the camera lingers on Luke's unconscious form, setting the stage for the next chapter of this unexpected encounter. Dun dun dun.
Scene 5 is quite a short one.
Conference room. The camera fades to a sleek and modern conference room of the USS Enterprise. Oh. Kirk, Spock, and McCoy are seated around the table, deep in discussion about the mysterious guests. What do we know about him, Spock?
Very little, Captain. The medical scans reveal that he possesses a unique energy signature, unlike anything we've encountered before.
Any idea where he's from?
It's difficult to say. His presence here defies all known laws of physics. We may be dealing with forces beyond our comprehension.
Kirk furrows his brow, pondering the implications of their discovery. The idea of parallel universes and alternate realities is nothing new to him, but encountering a living, breathing enigma is another matter entirely. What do we do now?
We must proceed with caution, Captain. While our intentions may be noble, we cannot ignore the potential consequences of meddling in affairs beyond our understanding.
Kirk nods in agreement, his expression determined. Whatever challenges lay ahead, he knows that the crew of the Enterprise is more than capable of facing them together. Agreed. Let's continue to monitor his condition and await his awakening. In the meantime, I want our astrophysics team to conduct a thorough analysis of the anomaly that brought him here. Perhaps it will shed some light on this mystery. As the camera pans out, you see the Enterprise gliding through the stars again. Its crew united in purpose as they prepare to embark on a journey into the unknown. Every time.
I should just cut those out, shouldn't I? They are absolute nonsense. So we're getting near the end of the pre-rendered bit, guys. So have your prompts ready and throw an interesting curveball. Or just continuation.
Sickbay. The door to sickbay slides open, revealing the sterile environment within. Luke Skywalker lies on a biobed, his eyes slowly fluttering open. Kirk and McCoy stand nearby, their attention immediately drawn to the awakening visitor. Ah, Mr. Skywalker. Welcome back. I'm James D. Kirk.
I told it not to know.
Well, let's just go with it.
Captain.
Easy there, son. You're safe now. Luke blinks, disoriented as he takes in his surroundings. His gaze settles on McCoy, then shifts to the unfamiliar sickbay of the USS Enterprise.
Where am I?
You're aboard the USS Enterprise. My name is Dr. McCoy. Can you tell me your name?
Luke Skywalker.
Well, that's a stupid name. Sorry. McCoy helps Luke sit up, offering him a glass of water. Luke takes it gratefully, sipping slowly as he tries to make sense of the situation.
It's not blue. That's weird.
Or green. What were you doing out there, Luke? How did you end up adrift in space?
I was on a mission and then everything went dark.
Before McCoy can press for more information, Kirk interjects, his curiosity piqued by their unique guest. Can you tell us anything about your mission, Luke? Anything that might help us understand how you ended up here?
I was chasing a villain, a dark sorcerer as Rudax. He had unleashed chaos upon my world, and I was determined to stop him, engage in battle, and I found myself here.
Kirk and McCoy exchange a glance, intrigued by Luke's story. Rudax. Interesting. How do you know he might have been... Do you know how he might have been involved in your transportation?
I'm not sure. Rudax is powerful, but I've never known him to possess the ability to manipulate space and time. This anomaly is unlike anything I've ever encountered.
As Luke speaks, the gravity of his situation begins to sink in. He is far from home, trapped in a universe he knows nothing about. Well, you're in good hands now, Luke. We'll do everything we can to help you. Indeed. In the meantime, we'll need to conduct further investigations into this anomaly and Rudax. Who knows what other surprises lie ahead. I guess. There you go. All right. Ray Ricks throws in 5 pounds. The Enterprise gets pulled through the energy field to a galaxy far, far away. Oh, good God. Here we go.
So I thought we were going to keep Trek, but no, we're swapping around.
It's on.
It is on like the donkiest of Kongs.
Indeed. So, put in more. We need to, like to have a little buffer so we can
yes.
Continue moving on.
And I put in the villain's name because I want to give a little bit of structure. So that was just to give something versus inventing, you know, versus something where it'd be like, oh, that's just a gimmick. Oh, a time portal. That's at least it's grounded in Star Wars, was what I thought.
All right, sickbay. Luke Skywalker's recount of his encounter with Dark Rudex fades into the background as the tension of the sickbay mounts. Suddenly, the ship lurches violently, throwing Kirk, McCoy, and Luke off balance. Alarms flare, and the lights flicker. What in the devil's going on? What in the devil is going on? We're being pulled by some sort of gravitational force.
This feels like the Force!
Everyone, hold on. Brace for impact. The final sort of energy of the USS Enterprise is pulled through a swirling vortex of light, disappearing from its familiar surroundings and hurtling through space at unimaginable speed. Unknown space, Star Wars universe.
C9.
As the chaos subsides, the USS Enterprise emerges into an unfamiliar galaxy. The crew members pick themselves up, surveying their new surroundings with a mixture of awe and trepidation. The view screen displays a vast expanse of stars, unlike anything they've ever seen.
Captain, I don't recognize any of these star formations. We're not no galaxy anymore. Oh my.
No, we're not. But where or when have we ended up?
Spark! Tell me, Spark!
As the crew members exchange worried glances, Luke steps forward, his expression determined.
I think I know where we are. This is... my universe! Stupid.
I've never heard of that. But...
it's a place of great conflict and danger, but also hope. We need new hopes constantly. We must proceed with caution.
As the gravity of the situation sinks in, Kirk and crew prepare themselves for the challenges that lie ahead. Their journey into the unknown, far from over. Oh my goodness.
Okay. Throw us in the next round of whatever happens. That can be anything. Or logical things. Yes.
That's how I feel when I'm in the Discovery universe. We need you guys' help with this story. As you see with the pinned chat there, if you super chat in any amount and a prompt, we will add that. If you want to change things radically, like introduce another franchise, you can do so, but at least $5 minimum for that one. Just to kind of keep things, going smoothly.
The creation of you guys. But I didn't expect that couple already. We're now in Star Wars. I guess we don't actually know what era we're in. Technically, it could be any within that. And that's the fun thing. What will it think? So don't necessarily throw in, an Akbar appears. You could say a New Republic ship appears, and then obviously, what does it think would happen next from that? Like having the construction.
TIE fighters off the starboard bow.
That's true. Yeah.
Something like that,
Guess they always bring us one more in just to kind of get us.
Yeah. But the show's Tales from Holodeck 3. You're on Holodeck with us. Let's throw the Holodeck some curveballs. This one's always malfunctioning and doing stupid things, so I want to see where that goes. So let us know your thoughts, guys. Matthew, hello. Moto, hello. How long until they find a Star Destroyer? Well, that's a good question. Introduce one and we'll find out. And hit the like button, guys. 20 of you here, 13 likes. Let's try to get those likes up to 20 if we can. Should be no problem at all. You can do it. I know you can.
So we'll do one more. I had some TIE fighters because I thought it was an intriguing idea. And let's see what you guys want to happen next. Or at least suggest, because we don't want to know what happens next. We want to evolve with the AI.
Unknown space, the Star Wars universe. As the USS Enterprise adjusts to its new surroundings, tension fills the bridge as the crew members assess their situation. Suddenly, the proximity alert blares, drawing everyone's attention to the view screen where the TIE fighters are closing in fast.
No, he doesn't know that. Let me change it.
Yeah, he wouldn't know their TIE. Yeah, I hate when they do that. Damn AI. Bum, bum. Hit like if you haven't hit like yet. Even if you don't like it, just hit like. Helps out the channel, helps out the video, makes us feel good. Does all the things. And makes you feel like you're participating.
Okay. Rewritten without the logic of a TIE fighter, you idiot AI. You don't know that. No one knows that.
Luke does.
Shush you. Yeah, it's very true. Which it could just add that, you know. What are they? A TIE fighter.
Ooh. Sleek, menacing spacecraft are closing fast now instead of TIE fighters.
Alright. Captain, we've got incoming. 3 hostile vessels approaching at high velocity.
Red alert. Shields up. Evasive maneuvers. The bridge crew springs into action, executing Kirk's orders with precision. The ship's shields hum to life, shimmering as they deflect the incoming fire from the enemy vessels. Sulu expertly maneuvers the Enterprise, dodging the enemy's attacks.
They're persistent, sir. We can't shake them off.
Scotty, divert power to the phaser banks. Let's give these hostiles a taste of our firepower.
I can't divert it now.
As the hostile vessels continue their relentless pursuit, USS Enterprise retaliates with a barrage of phaser fire. The energy beams slice through space, narrowly missing their targets as the enemy vessels maneuver agilely.
Not my fault.
Agilely. There you go. Keep firing, Scotty. We need to hold them off until we can figure out our next move. The battle rages on. The USS Enterprise and the enemy vessels locked in a deadly dance amidst the stars. With each passing moment, the tension on board the ship mounts, and Kirk and crew face off against this unexpected threat from a distant corner of the universe.
There we go. We've got some strong action there. Anything could happen from there.
So we got unknown, sleek little fighters coming in. Whatever could they be? Yeah, is there a bigger ship behind them? I don't know. You guys add in. This is a make your own adventure. Just imagine you're in a holodeck programming this. What would you add next? We want to hear.
So it's fun because you can do literally anything.
Yeah.
But should you do anything?
Yeah. It's always fun to see where the AI takes it to. So.
Because what would I do next if I could pick anything?
Large object detected on sensors. It's Star
or Luke react, or even you could just do Luke reacts.
Yes. And tells them they're TIE fighters.
Or he could, again, we're guessing maybe Luke would, in this, if the AI said Luke reacts, he would use the Force to grab them and destroy them. Or you know, you could say Enterprise communicates TIE fighters. How would TIE fighters react? You know, really, it's up to you guys. It's a game show after all.
Yes, Hans. Well, you can do that, Han. You can actually and your name's Han too. Han or Han? Probably Han.
Yeah, or Han Solo hyperspace is in. Could be as simple as that as well.
With Orion slave girls on board for some reason. I mean, there you go.
It's hard to explain, of course, but yeah. Up to you guys.
To explain. It's the AI's job to explain. So.
Yes. Up to you guys. Where you want to go.
Dun, dun, dun. And we got 2 more likes, which is awesome, but can we get up to 20? Another 5 likes would be amazing.
No one got any ideas?
don't hear anything. I don't see anything. Nobody's got an idea.
Okay.
Well, we can continue it a bit. Story time with Trekyards. Oh, Ray Ricks, £5. That can be the next one after yours.
No, I hadn't finished yet.
Luke sensed a positive feeling in the Force. A fighter appears.
Ooh, okay.
They are messaged. It's Ahsoka Tano.
Okay, cool.
Does she have Grogu with her? Remember, hit the like, guys. And yeah, add a few super chats in so we can get a little bit of a buffer so that we can have something to do after the next one. Would be great.
Okay, cool. I like that.
Ray Rick says yes, which I assume means Grogu's on board, but I don't know. He hasn't clarified.
Okay, that's a very... Again, wouldn't expect that coming in. I like it. We wouldn't know Rebels yet. Not Rebels. We wouldn't know the Ahsoka show yet, but we would know other stuff. Okay.
All right, as the battle rages on, the tension mounts aboard the USS Enterprise. Luke Skywalker closes his eyes, reaching out through the Force. A sense of calm washes over him as he feels a familiar presence approaching. Suddenly, a new spacecraft emerges, gracefully maneuvering through the chaos.
The Force is guiding someone here.
On the view screen, a sleek spacecraft comes into view. Its design striking and distinctive.
The crew won't say which it is.
The crew members on the bridge exchange puzzled looks as they watch the newcomers approach.
Captain, we have another vessel incoming. It's different from the others.
Oh, it's green. The view screen changes to display the newcomer, a figure of grace and determination at the controls. Luke's eyes widen in recognition as he senses a familiar aura surrounding this newcomer.
It's her.
The crew members look to Luke, their curiosity piqued by his reaction. Luke, do you know who that is?
Well, no shit, Captain. I'm expressing so much emotion in her presence. Read the room, Kirk. Read the room.
Not good at that.
Well, let me clarify for you. Her name is Ahsoka Tano. She's an old friend, a former Jedi Knight. She fights for justice and freedom across the galaxy.
As this Luke's spacecraft draws closer, a holographic transmission is initiated, projecting the image of the young woman with distinctive blue and white markings on her face.
That's you, Stuart.
This is Ahsoka Tano of the Rebel Alliance. I've intercepted your distress signal. Do you require assistance?
What?
The bridge falls silent as Kirk and his crew exchange surprised glances, unsure of how to respond to this unexpected offer of help from a galaxy far, far away. Save my franchise, Luke. You're my only hope. That's good. Alright guys, it's your chance. Chime in on the story. Let's use your ideas to craft this interesting tale.
We don't want to be all us.
And 19 likes. We're one away from the 20 that I asked for, so hit the like button if you have not done so.
And it's so fun, this sort of concept, that it will speak Luke and Luke's voice. This is kind of your chance to, because this is a paid AI model, let's see what they would say. I just said continue. Let's see where it takes that.
A tense silence fills the bridge of the USS Enterprise as Ahsoka Tano offer of assistance hangs in the air. Suddenly, without warning, Ahsoka's spacecraft springs into action, swiftly engaging the pursuing TIE fighters. Hold on tight, we've got you covered. With incredible skill and precision, Ahsoka maneuvers her spacecraft, dodging the enemy's attacks with ease. She retaliates with bursts of laser fire, expertly targeting each TIE fighter with accuracy.
Captain, the enemy fighters, they're being destroyed.
Remarkable. She's quite the pilot. As Ahsoka continues to decimate the TIE fighters, the crew of the USS Enterprise watches in awe, their gratitude for her assistance growing with each passing moment.
That's Ahsoka for you. Always know we need her.
With a final burst of energy, Ahsoka takes down the last of the TIE fighters, clearing the path for the USS Enterprise to continue its journey. The skies are clear, Enterprise. Safe travels. Thank you, Ahsoka.
You're not gonna...
We owe you one.
Are you not gonna be there and help? Why are you leaving? Be part of the story!
Scratch fades from view.
Damn it.
The tension on the bridge eases,
How is this
replaced
useful?
by a sense of
Standing
relief
part of
and
the story.
gratitude. Kirk and his crew exchange nods of approval,
no.
impressed by the courage and skill of their unexpected ally. Resume our course. Let's see what else this galaxy has in store for us. With newfound determination, the Enterprise continues on its journey, again unguided by the Force and the bonds of friendship that transcends even the vast expanse of space. Bleh. Classic for real, though. $5. Obi-Wan Kenobi comes in and zaps Palpatine, who then goes insane and adopts the Corporal Klinger persona and goes back to the wearing of the damned wedding dress. Oh, yes. Continuing our canonical Palpatine story. Oofta.
Now, this doesn't know what the hell you meant by that, so let's see what it thinks you meant by that. Unless we keep mentioning it enough and the AI starts to add it to the repertoire of knowledge of all AI models.
Somebody else is writing a story. Palpatine in a dress. What?
Dear me. Okay. Now, I changed to Force Ghost Obi because, you know, he's very dead. So let's not confuse it anymore, you know. Force Ghost. All right.
As the tension begins to ease on the bridge of the USS Enterprise, a sudden ripple in the Force catches everyone off guard. A faint blue glow materializes beside Luke Skywalker, gradually taking the form of a familiar figure, Obi-Wan Kenobi's Force Ghost.
Now, do you want to be Kenobi or Palpatine? I'll be the other.
I'll be Kenobi.
Okay.
Luke, it's good to see you. You are in a most unexpected place.
Master Obi-Wan, otherwise known as Ben. For the whole time I knew you. How?
Before Luke can finish his question, Obi-Wan's attention shifts to the holographic projection of Palpatine, still reeling from the recent defeat of his TIE fighters.
News travels fast.
Palpatine must be stopped, even in death. With the wave of his spectral hand, Obi-Wan channels the Force, sending a powerful surge of energy towards Palpatine's presence. The holographic image of Palpatine convulses with sinister laughter, turning into cries of confusion and dismay.
What? What is happening to me?
In a flash of light, Palpatine's form flickers and changes, morphing into an unexpected guise. Corporal Max Q. Klinger, clad in his infamous wedding dress.
Why am I wearing this again?
As Klinger's identity crisis unfolds, Obi-Wan's Force Ghost fades away, leaving the bridge of the USS Enterprise in stunned silence.
Appropriately stunned, yes.
Kirk and his crew exchange puzzled glances, unsure of how to process the bizarre turn of events. Well, that was unexpected. With a shake of his head, Kirk turns his attention back to the task at hand, knowing that their journey through this strange and unpredictable universe is far from over. Let's continue on our course. There's still much to discover out there. As the U.S. Enterprise presses onward into the unknown, the crew brace themselves for whatever challenges and surprises lay ahead, their spirits buoyed by the knowledge that they are now not alone on their journey. Classic for real, $5. All attention focuses, all lights dim. Spotlight on Darth Vader as he says, Star Wars will forever and always be inferior to TNG and Deep Space Nine. Oof. Oofta. As the strange events unfold in the Bridge of the Enterprise, a palpable tension from Palpatine fills the air. Suddenly, the lights dim, casting the room in shadow. All eyes turn towards the source of the disturbance, where a spotlight illuminates the imposing figure of Darth Vader, his presence commanding attention. Star Wars will forever and always be inferior to TNG and Deep Space Nine. His words hang in the air, sending a chill down the spines of those present. Kirk, Luke, and the rest of the crew exchange bewildered glances, unsure of how to respond to this unexpected proclamation. Who are you, and what do you want? I am Darth Vader, Dark Lord of the Sith, and I speak the truth. Your Star Wars universe is but a pale imitation of the depth and complexity found within the realms of TNG and Deep Space Nine. As Vader's words echo through the bridge, a sense of unease settles over the crew. Kirk and Luke exchange a knowing glance, recognizing the challenges before them.
We may come from different universes, but we share a common goal: to explore strange new worlds and seek out new life and new civilizations. Our differences should unite, not divide us.
Vader's mask remains impassive, his dark presence filling the room with an aura of menace. But despite his intimidating demeanor, Kirk and Luke stand firm, ready to defend their beliefs and their universe against any who would challenge them. We may never see eye to eye, Darth Vader, but we will continue to boldly go where no one has gone before, guided by the principles of peace, exploration, and understanding. With those words, Kirk and Luke's resolve is strengthened. Their determination to uphold the ideals of their respective universes, unwavering in the face of the darkness of darkness. And no, Ozzy, we did not forget his other super chat. We already did that one.
Okay, I'm fascinated. Based on all that, I've just asked it to have Sulu go and talk to Kirk about what the fuck just happened.
I'm confused, sir.
Who is Klingon and Obi-Wan and Luke and Ahsoka and TIE Fighters and... What? 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 Alright, so... After all that madness, we're back to sanity. Okay.
Hopefully. Okay. As the tension on the bridge begins to subside, Sulu approaches Kirk, his expression serious and thoughtful.
Captain, can I have a word?
Of course, Mr. Sulu. What's on your mind? Sulu gestures for Kirk to step aside, away from the rest of the crew. Kirk follows, curious about what Sulu has to say.
Sir, I've been thinking about everything that's just happened. The encounter with Luke Skywalker, and the appearance of Ahsoka Tano, and, well, everything else.
Go on.
It's a lot to take in, Captain. We've encountered beings from other universes, seen things that defy explanation. It's enough to make your head spin.
Kirk nods, understanding the weight of what Sulu is saying. He places a reassuring hand on Sulu's shoulder. We may be explorers, Mr. Sulu, but even we have our limits. It's natural to feel overwhelmed by the unknown.
I know, sir. It's just hard to wrap my head around all of it. To think there's so much out there that we still don't understand.
Kirk gives Sulu a reassuring smile, a glimmer of empathy in his eyes. We may not have all the answers, Mr. Sulu, but we have each other. And as long as we stick together, there's nothing we can't face. Sulu returns Kirk's smile, a sense of camaraderie passing between them. With a renewed sense of purpose, they turn their attention back to the bridge, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead.
Aye, Captain. Together we'll navigate this strange new frontier.
You sound more like Grant Amahara doing Sulu.
Yeah.
Kirk nods, a sense of pride swelling within him as he looks out at his crew. They may be far from home, but as long as they stand together, they are ready to face whatever the universe throws their way. And classic for real throws in $5. Darth Vader, I must repent for the inferiority of Star Wars. My power is nothing compared to James T. Kirk. Then hits himself with a party balloon. Wow. Uh-huh. Okay, well, usually, well, I shouldn't say that. I was going to say usually we don't go off the rails quite so early, but that's not true at all.
Okay, I've modified that very slightly to a bit more context and avoid us damaging the Enterprise. Except, of course, it can get damaged and still be full, and then apologise to us for the lack of clarification that they blew it up, but they didn't. Damn it, AI, you forgot you blew up the ship.
Uh-huh. Darth Vader's temple on Mustafar. Ooh. The scene opens with the dark and foreboding interior of Darth Vader's temple on the fiery planet of Mustafar. The air is thick with the scent of ash, and the sound of distant lava flows echoes through the cavernous halls. Darth Vader stands alone in the center of the temple, his imposing figure illuminated by a flickering light of nearby torches. I must repent for the inferiority of Star Wars. Vader's words hang heavy in the air as he stands in silent contemplation. Suddenly, with a swift and decisive motion, he reaches out and grasps a nearby party balloon. Its colorful surface is stark contrast to the darkness of the temple. My power is nothing compared to James Tiberius Kirk. With a sense of determination, Vader raises the party balloon high above his head, poised to strike himself with it. But before he can act, a voice echoes through the temple, interrupting the solitary reverie.
Lord Vader, forgive my interruption.
That's perfect. As Vader turns to face the newcomer, a lone Imperial officer steps forward, his expression a mixture of deference and trepidation. Speak, officer. What brings you to Mustafar?
My lord, we have received reports of unusual activity on near the Outer Rim. It appears that a vessel from another universe has breached our borders.
Vader's eyes narrow? Behind his mask. Okay, as he processes this information, his grip tightens on the party balloon, a tangible symbol of his inner turmoil. Prepare my shuttle. I will deal with this interloper myself. As the Imperial officer nods and hurries to carry out Vader's command, the Dark Lord of the Sith is left alone once more, his thoughts consumed by the events unfolding in the far reaches of the galaxy. Yep, I can picture all this happening in my head. It's quite fun. Hit like if you haven't hit like yet. 13 of you here, 21 likes. That's pretty good. Let's get 25. Do 4 more. We can do that. Ah, yes, the Outer Rim. Just don't eat anything spicy, and that's fine.
Okay, I've given it an interesting prompt.
Okay.
I'm implying that what I've just said will link into the main story, but I haven't said how.
Okay.
Okay.
Interesting. Inside the dimly lit chamber of Darth Vader's temple on the fiery planet of Mustafar, the oppressive atmosphere is punctuated by a distant sound of lava flows. Vader stands in solemn contemplation, the weight of his thoughts evident in the tension that hangs in the air. Suddenly, the silence is broken as an Imperial officer cautiously enters the chamber.
Lord Vader, forgive the intrusion, but urgent matters require your attention.
I don't know why that makes me laugh so much, but it's so good. The British are evil. Darth Vader turns his attention to the officer, his imposing figure casting a shadow over the dimly lit room. Speak, officer. What is the nature of this disturbance?
My lord, there have been reports of escalating unrest on the planet of Naboo. The local population has grown increasingly discontented with Imperial rule, and there have been rumors of rebel activity in the region.
Vader's mechanical breaths echo through the corridor as he processes the information, his grip tightening on the hilt of his party balloon. His lightsaber. Darth Vader. Rebel scum. They dare to challenge the might of the Empire.
Yes, my lord, and it gets worse. Our intelligence suggests that the rebels may have acquired a weapon of significant power. If they were to use it against us...
The officer's voice trails off, the gravity of the situation weighing heavy on him. Vader's eyes narrow behind the mask as he considers the implications of this new threat. What is the status of our forces on Naboo?
They are holding the line, my lord. But the situation is becoming increasingly untenable. We require your guidance and leadership to quell the rebellion and maintain order.
Vader's mechanical hand clenches into a fist, his resolve hardened by the urgency of the situation. Prepare my shuttle. I will deal with this rebellion personally. As the Imperial officer nods and hurries to carry Vader's commands, the Dark Lord of the Sith is left alone once more, his thoughts consumed by the looming conflict on Naboo and the challenges that lay ahead. I need you to call me my lord from now on, because that's friggin' hilarious. And I am technically a lord, so there you go. Ha! You got to call me my lord and captain from now on.
I have a great idea. Hold on.
Okay. It's bad. It's going to be bad when he says that. But hit the like if you haven't. 2 more likes, get to 25. Hope you're having fun. Chime in with your ways to steer the story in a different direction. Pretend my pug's snoring is in fact Darth Vader's breathing. I'm trying. Sam is a great Imperial officer voice. It's like British accent is perfect villain. Yeah. My lord. It makes me laugh every time. It's just great.
One second, just a clarifying thing. 1 second.
Yeah, General Grievous is here. Hello, General Grievous. Recently saw a video where General Grievous like fires up like 15 lightsabers because he's got like more arms. So made me think of you, General Grievous. I don't know why, but it did.
It's a funny thing. Okay, this is going to go a bit interesting.
I'm good.
And guys, your super chats run this channel, so
help us out.
Yeah, you guys control the scenario.
Deep within the labyrinthine corridors of Darth Vader's temple on the fiery planet of Mustafar, the oppressive atmosphere gives way to the air of secrecy and intrigue. Vader strides purposely through the dimly lit passageways, his cloak billowing behind him as he approaches a concealed entrance. With a wave of his hand, the door slides open, revealing a hidden chamber bathed in flickering red light. Inside, a lone figure is shackled to the wall, his eyes wide with fear as Vader enters. You have brought this upon yourself, Mathesar. Perfect. The prisoner Mathesar looks up at Vader with a mixture of dread and resignation, his alien features contorted with anguish.
Please, I beg you. I am but a humble servant of my people. I have done nothing to oppose the Empire.
Vader approaches Mathesar, his presence casting a long shadow over the trembling alien. With a deliberate motion, he removes the prisoner's gag, allowing him to speak.
Fuck?
You're supposed to mumble.
Oh, sorry.
You have been identified as a collaborator of the Rebel Alliance. Do not deny your involvement.
No, it cannot be. I am not a traitor. I am just a simple vermin.
Vader regards Mathesar with a steely gaze, his patience wearing thin. Your protestations are meaningless, Mathesar. The evidence against you is damning. With a wave of his hand, Vader activates a holo projector, projecting images of Mathesar engaged in clandestine meetings with known rebel sympathizers.
What? That's proof. Please, you must understand, those meetings were diplomatic negotiations, nothing more.
Vader's mechanical breathing fills the chamber as he considers Mathesar's words, his mask betraying no emotion. Enough lies. You will tell me everything you know about the Rebel Alliance, or face the consequences. As Mathesar's eyes widen with fear, Vader's interrogation begins in earnest. The fate of the galaxy hanging in the balance. Dun, 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 dun. Classic for real, $5. Kirk confronts Vader. Everyone is aghast. Kirk finds out that Vader isn't really a lord. He just bought a lordship from established titles.
Okay, I'm doing one more because obviously this has to happen.
Oh, God. Yes. Excellent. Deep within the dim-lit confines of Darth Vader's temple on the fire planet of Mustafar, the tension between Mathesar and the Imperial officer reaches a boiling point. Mathesar, shackled to the wall, looks up with apprehension as the officer enters the chamber, his expression twisted with disdain.
Well, if it isn't the traitorous Thermian.
Mathesar flinches as the officer's derisive tone. At the officer's derisive tone, his eyes darting nervously between the officer and Vader, who watches the exchange with a hint of amusement.
Please, sir, I assure you I am innocent. Oh, spare me your pathetic excuses, Thermian. We both know the truth.
Vader's mechanical breathing fills the chamber as he observes the interaction between Mathesar and the officer, a faint smirk playing at the corner of his lips. Do continue, officer. Your disdain for our guest is palpable.
Palpitainable.
The officer's lips curl in disgust as he addresses Mathesar, his voice dripping with contempt.
You are nothing but a cowardly collaborator, Mathesar. A spineless creature who betrays his own kind for a taste of power. And you're purple and ugly, and your mother sucks.
Cocks in hell. Mathesar recoils at the officer's words, his alien features contorted with anguish.
Please, sir, I never meant to betray anyone. I was only trying to protect my people. And my mother does not suck. She's very nice.
The officer scoffs dismissively. His disdain for Mathesar evident in every word.
Save your excuses, Thermian. They won't save you from what's coming.
Vader watches the exchange with quiet amusement.
Thermian scum.
Relishing in the officer's animosity towards Mathesar. It is clear that the tension between the two will only escalate as the interrogation continues. Fun stuff. 25 likes. All right, we hit 25. That's awesome, guys. Keep up the story elements. I guess Kirk's coming back into it now, so Mathesar is every congressman. Yeah, there you go. Oh my goodness. All right. I didn't expect to be here now. I thought we would stay Trek universe side, but hey, you know.
Yes. So obviously I've streamlined the next moment.
Okay.
To try and ensure that it doesn't break the continuity, Stuart, because we're creating some continuity here, you know.
Gotcha. Okay.
Well, I don't think that this time it quite knows that Thermians are as they. I don't know if he's actually speaking like he would, but that's okay. That's it.
In the grandiose chambers of Lord Vader's palace on the volcanic world of Mustafar, the atmosphere crackles with tension as the Ossus Enterprise establishes communication with the Sith Lord's stronghold. There you go. Vader, flanked by his Imperial entourage, regards the view screen with a mixture of curiosity and suspicion as Kirk's image materializes before him. Darth Vader, I am Captain James C. Kirk of the starship USS Enterprise. We come in peace, shoot to kill, but we demand answers.
TIE fighters on the starboard bow, starboard bow, starboard bow.
Vader's mechanical breathing fills the room as he regards Kirk with a mixture of disdain and intrigue. Captain Kirk, your presence here is unexpected. What is it that you seek? We seek the truth, Vader. We demand to know why you have been interfering in our affairs. Why have you imprisoned innocent beings like Mathesar here? Vader's mask betrays no emotion as he considers Kirk's words, his grip tightening on the hilt of his lightsaber. You dare to question me, Captain? You and your crew have no authority here. Kirk meets Vader's gaze with unflinching resolve, his face carrying the weight of his conviction. We may not have authority, but we have principles, and we will not stand by idly while innocent lives are threatened. As the tension between Mathesar and Kirk mounts, the crew of the USS Enterprise watches in stunned silence, their eyes darting between the two figures on the view screen.
Captain Kirk speaks the truth. Lord Vader, I am but humble, undeserving of this treatment. Bah! Don't listen to him, Lord Vader. He is just a treacherous collaborator.
Vader's mechanical breathing fills the room as he regards the unfolding confrontation with a sense of detached amusement. You are mistaken, Captain Kirk. I am no lord, merely a man who has acquired a title through unconventional means. Kirk's eyes widen in surprise at Vader's admission, the revelation sending shockwaves through the bridge of the USS Enterprise.
Shockwaves.
You bought a lordship. Vader's lips curl into a faint smirk as he regards Kirk with a hint of amusement. Indeed. It seems even Sith Lords have their weaknesses. As Kirk absorbs this revelation, the tension of the room remains palpable. The fate of Mathis and the outcome of their confrontation with Vader hangs in the balance.
Right.
Yeah, Sam's really good with the Mathazar, the Thermians.
Thank you. That's why he threw him in. All right. We definitely want to see some people say things and bobs.
Yeah. Do the thing, yeah.
Yes. The thing, yes.
Yeah, we're about the halfway mark, so, let's wind the story down. Get them back to the Star Trek universe somehow, guys. Put in a twist. We have 27 likes, which is awesome. 3 more likes to the 30.
1 second, so put some things in, guys.
Oh, well, there you go. So, I'm here stuck in the middle with you, I guess. Anyway, yeah, let us know any ideas you have. Would be great. And yes, classic for real. We will enjoy that. So, yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying the Holodeck Tales from Holodeck 3 thing. We thought this was a fun idea, and it's every time we've done it, it's put a smile on my face. So I mean, hopefully it does the same for you guys. So, but if you want to be the weaver of the tale, the crafter of the beer, super chat in and let us know. Because only Ray Ricks and Classic for Real have been putting in ideas, so it's fine. The AI is interesting. It definitely has some good invokes some good imagery for sure, but doesn't quite know where to take the narrative half the time, and kind of just leaves it on and then they considered their position going into the future of this unknown universe. Thank you, Jamie. Become the page master. Yes, Trekyard. There you go.
Yeah, because we like the random ideas, guys. You guys throw random ideas.
And there's lots of you, so there should be some cool ideas out there.
It's only gaining a cannon here.
Yes, we have our own canonical AI universe now.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, 3 more likes to get to 30 would be awesome. So if you haven't hit the like button yet, please consider doing so. Consider joining the channel. Do all the things that I mentioned at the beginning of this video.
Yes.
Super chat in, because we want to continue this story with your ideas. So.
Okay, I'll throw in one more, but we want you guys. We're currently scene 17. It's kind of fun. We can track how many go-throughs we are.
Yeah.
But we're doing them for you guys. This is meant to be audience created. The evil audience you are. Scene 18.
With a dismissive gesture, Darth Vader terminates the communication link with the USS Enterprise, leaving the bridge of his palace in silence. He turns to the Imperial officer, his gaze piercing through the shadows as he prepares to divulge the secrets of his past. Officer, come with me. There is much you do not know. The Imperial officer follows Vader as they move to a secluded corner of the chamber, away from the prying eyes and ears. Vader's cloak billows behind him and begins to recount his journey to power. I was once Anakin Skywalker, a Jedi Knight sworn to uphold peace and justice in the galaxy. But the temptation of the dark side led me astray, and I became Darth Vader, servant of the Sith. The Imperial officer listens intently, his curiosity piqued by Vader's revelations.
And your title of Lord? How did you come by it?
Getting nervous now. Vader's mechanical breathing fills the air as he recounts the events that led to his acquisition of the title. After the fall of the Jedi Order, I sought to cement my power in the eyes of the Emperor. I acquired a lordship through less than honorable means. Money, influence, deceit, all tools of the Sith. The Imperial officer nods, understanding, dawning on his face as he realizes the lengths to which Vader went to secure his position.
I had no idea, my lord. Your rise to power is truly remarkable.
Vader's mask betrays no emotion as he regards the officer with a mixture of pride and disdain.
Oh.
Power comes at a cost, officer. Remember that, and never underestimate the lengths one will go in pursuit of it. As the weight of Vader's words settles over them, the Imperial officer nods in understanding, his respect for the Sith Lord deepening with each passing moment.
Yes, my lord, I will heed your words.
With their discussion concluded, Vader and the Imperial officer turn their attention back to the unfolding events in the palace, their minds filled with thoughts of power, ambition, and the dark forces that drive them. Sam sounds like Lego Star Wars Palpatine. Man. If only there's a way to visualize all these like in real time. It'd be fun to kind of watch this happen. Oh well. We should also do an AI starship design prompts. Build an AI fleet. There you go.
Not how that work.
Classic for real throws in $5. Poe Dameron shows up.
Oh.
Kirk comments, it looks like he has something to say. Poe says, yes, I certainly do. I have to go now. My home planet needs me.
Okay,
Palpatine came back somehow with the dress.
The dress. Okay,
Palpatine's return.
I've hoped for a curveball. Because I feel like we as characters, Stuart, were starting to open up to each other. So I thought the Imperial officer should open up.
Oh, okay.
You know.
In the secluded corner of Vader's palace, the Imperial officer's revelation about his past on Naboo prompts a somber reflection from Darth Vader. As they delve into their shared history, the conversation takes a poignant turn towards memories of Anakin Skywalker and his infamous disdain for sand.
My lord, you may find it surprising, but I was a young boy on Naboo when Anakin Skywalker first visited our land.
Vader regards the officer with a mixture of curiosity and intrigue, his interest piqued by the mention of his former self. You were on Naboo during the Clone Wars?
Yes, my lord. I remember it like it was yesterday. Anakin Skywalker was a hero to many of us, a symbol of new hope in troubled times.
Vader's mechanical breathing fills the air as he listens intently, memories of his past surfacing with each word spoken by the officer. Anakin Skywalker was a fool, always blinded by his emotions, his attachments. The Imperial officer nods in understanding, his own memories of Anakin colored by the events of the past.
I remember him talking about sand. How much he hated it. It seemed like such a trivial thing at the time, but now I understand.
Vader's mask betrays no emotion as he considers the officer's words, memories of his younger self. Self's infamous diatribe against sand flooding his mind. Sand. It reminds me of pain, of loss. It is a reminder of everything I have lost, everything I have become. As Vader and the Imperial officer delve deeper into the shared memories of Naboo and Anakin Skywalker, the weight of their past hangs heavy in the air, a reminder of the choices that shaped their destinies.
Yep, I just want to throw the sand line and see how it would react. Okay. Oh dear.
We got a new one from Classic for real to add to that. $2. Turns out Poe died on the way back to us.
Oh no.
Oh no, Poochie.
Okay, let me just put in Ray's.
Still at 27. Can we get 3 more likes to get us to 30? 3 or 3 or 3, whatever. Whichever one. 3. I gotta say, man, your Imperial officer is awesome.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I had an idea, and I went for it. Okay, so I've again added a little bit of context to this nonsensical prompt. This prompt.
Can I force choke you at some point with
maybe. So read out Ray's again, just to have the context.
Poe Dameron shows up.
Kirk one before that. No, Ray's.
Oh, Kirk attempts to drop kick Vader, but Vader force catches him in the air. Oh, I missed that one. Sorry, Ray.
Yeah. So time has passed.
Amidst the crumbling remnants of the Jedi Temple on Coruscant, Darth Vader and Captain Kirk engage in a fierce duel. Their lightsabers clashing with a shower of sparks. Sulu and Mustafar watch from a safe distance, their eyes wide with astonishment as the two adversaries battle amidst the echoes of the past.
Captain Kirk is facing off against Darth Vader. I never thought I'd see the day. I fear for that captain's safety, Mr. Sulu. Fate is a formidable opponent.
Sulu nods in agreement, his gaze fixed on the unfolding confrontation. Meanwhile, Kirk launches himself at Vader with a daring dropkick, his determination shining through despite the odds stacked against him. But Vader, drawing on the power of the Force, effortlessly catches Kirk in midair, halting his attack with a mere gesture. You are brave, Captain Kirk. But bravery alone will not save you. Kirk struggles against Vader's grip, his face contorted with effort as he attempts to break free. But Vader's hold is unyielding, his mastery of the Force undeniable. Let me go, Vader. I will not be your pawn. Vader regards Kirk with a mixture of amusement and contempt, his grip tightening ever so slightly. You are no match for the power of the dark side, Captain. Surrender now, and I may spare your life. Kirk's resolve remains unshaken, his eyes burning with defiance as he stares down his formidable opponent. With a defiant roar, he summons every ounce of strength within him, determined to break free of Vader's grasp. I will never surrender.
Never surrender. Vader. Never give up.
I fight for freedom, for justice, for everything you have sought to destroy. As Kirk's words echo through the ruins of the Jedi Temple, the fate of the galaxy hangs in the balance, the outcome of their battle uncertain, as they stand on the precipice of destiny.
Alright, now double dipping into chaos.
Yeah. Double fisted blow to his back. Well, it'll be a double axe handle is what it's called. Then after Classic for Reals, we got Jamie Summerfield, who puts in 2 pounds. A fleet of warbirds decloaks. Kirk and Vader are stunned.
Okay, cool. That's a good twist.
My face hurts. You too can add to the craziness. Super chat it. Any amount. But if you want to add something ridiculous like another franchise like Doctor Who or whatever, that's at least a $5 one. I'm just saying.
Could always be a cheeky English doctor. Oh my god, could you... again, this is AI, so you could always say, assume... list...
The position.
Well, yeah. But you could say, Lister from Red Dwarf, assume he became the Doctor from Doctor Who. Alright, I'm the Doctor. Yeah, or Ringo Starr.
Yes. All right. As the duel between Darth Vader and Captain Kirk rages on amidst the ruins of the Jedi Temple, a new figure suddenly appears on the scene. Poe Dameron, the renowned pilot of the Resistance, strides forward with purpose, his presence adding an unexpected twist to the unfolding confrontation.
Lots of twists.
Kirk, momentarily distracted by Poe's arrival, comments on the newcomer. Well, it looks like someone has something to say. Poe meets Kirk's gaze with a determined expression, his eyes flashing with resolve.
You can be Poe.
Yes, Captain Kirk, I certainly do. I don't know. Sensing the gravity of Poe's words, Kirk waits expectantly for him to speak, but before Poe can utter another word, he suddenly glances upwards, his expression shifting with a mix of urgency and determination. I have to go now. My planet needs me. With that cryptic declaration, Poe Dameron turns and dashes off, disappearing into the chaos of the battle as quickly as he arrived. Kirk watches him go, a sense of intrigue lingering in the air as he ponders the meaning behind Poe's sudden departure. Home, planet. As Kirk's words hang in the air, the duel between Vader and Kirk resumes, with the mystery of Poe Dameron's sudden appearance adding yet another layer of intrigue to the unfolding events.
Does it, though, or just confusion? And then read a second poll thing if you would, Stuart.
Second what?
Just second, yeah.
Jimmy Somerville's?
No, it turns out Poe died.
Oh, Poe, yeah, died on the way to his home planet.
Okay, then.
Amidst the chaos of the battle, the Imperial officer steps forward, his expression grave as he delivers a grim revelation to Darth Vader.
My lord, there's something you need to know. Poe Dameron, he did not make it.
Vader's mechanical breathing grows heavier as he processes the news, a sense of disbelief washing over him. No!
I meant to do that.
The anguish in Vader's voice echoes through the ruins of the Jedi Temple, his grief palpable as he grapples with the loss of Poe Dameron. The Imperial officer watches on, his own expression tinged with sorrow as he witnessed Vader's emotional outburst.
I'm sorry, my lord. He was a brave pilot. A hero to many, and he was a shitty X-Men villain once, but we forget about that.
Vader's fists clench with barely contained rage as he struggles to come to terms with the loss of yet another life in the midst of battle. This cannot be happening. As Vader's emotions threaten to overwhelm him, he turns his gaze back to the ongoing duel, his determination hardened by the weight of his grief. With a resolute nod, he steels himself for the challenges that lay ahead, his resolve unshaken despite the loss of Poe Dameron, his closest and bestest friend.
Oh, okay, good.
I added that last part.
Okay.
So Jimmy Somerville, a fleet of warbirds decloaks, and Kirk and Vader are stunned.
I believe just another one. I like seeing how it comments on things. So I just asked 2 characters we can do to comment on what the hell just happened. And then warbirds appear. I know how to frame that as well, so I'll jump there in a second. There we go.
Amidst the turmoil of the ongoing battle, Dr. Leonard Bones McCoy and Mathazar find themselves on the sidelines, contained within a force field as they watch the events unfold before them. As the dust settles from Poe Dameron's sudden departure and Darth Vader's emotional outburst, the 2 unlucky companions engage in a conversation reflecting on the gravity of the situation. Well, I'll be damned if that ain't the most unexpected twist I've seen all day. Mathazar nods in agreement, his expression somber as he gazes out at the chaos unfolding around them.
It seems the tide of battle can turn in an instant. Doctor, one moment, there is hope, and the next, despair.
Bones sighs heavily, his eyes filled with a mixture of frustration and resignation. Ain't that the truth? Seems like we just pawns in some cosmic game, tossed around by forces beyond our control.
The chat, yes.
Mathazar places a comforting hand on Bones' shoulder, offering what little solace he can in the face of uncertainty.
We may not have control of the outcome, Doctor, but we still choose how we respond to it. That is where our true strength lies.
Bones looks at Mathazar, a glimmer of gratitude in his eyes as he takes in the Thermian's words. You're right, Mathazar. We may be stuck in this force field for now, but that doesn't mean we can't make a difference. As the battle rages on around the Bones and Mathazar share a moment of solidarity, united in their determination to weather the storm together, whatever may come. Yes, so now it's a fleet of warbirds decloak, right? All right, Kirk and Vader are stunned. Thank you, Jamie. Palpatinable, yes. Hit like. One more like to get to 30. One more. One of you hasn't hit like yet, and I don't know who it is, but I'll find you. I will find you, and I will kill you.
Okay.
I have a particular set of skills. Anyway, sorry.
Starship review and analysis. and bathing in maple syrup. And you know what, Stuart? You're out of maple syrup.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, it's delivered a small one. I guess it's a short reactionary prompt.
Yeah. As the battle rages on amidst the ruins of the Jedi Temple, a sudden disturbance in the sky above catches the attention of both Darth Vader and Captain Kirk. Their duel momentarily forgotten, they look up in astonishment as 3 Romulan warbirds decloak above Coruscant, their imposing silhouettes looming large against the skyline. By the stars! Romulan warbirds! Vader's mechanical breathing grows heavier as he regards the unexpected rivals with a mixture of surprise and apprehension. This changes everything. Romulan warbirds hover ominously above Coruscant, their presence casting a shadow over the ongoing battle below. Kirk and Vader exchange a wary glance, knowing that the arrival of such formidable vessels can only mean one thing. The balance of power in the galaxy is about to shift in ways they never imagined. We'll deal with them later, Vader. Right now, we have a duel to finish. Vader nods in agreement, his grip tightening on his lightsaber as he prepares to resume the fight. With a shared sense of resolve, Kirk and Vader turn their attention back to each other, their clash of wills set to continue amidst the chaos of battle. Meanwhile, aboard the Romulan warbirds, commanders confer hurriedly, their plans for the fate of Coruscant and the galaxy as a whole shrouded in secrecy. As the tension mounts and the stakes grow ever higher, the fate of countless lives hangs in the balance, their destinies intertwined in ways they could never have imagined. They could have imagined. Well, it should be they could never have imagined, but that's okay.
Okay, we've revealed the name of the ships, Stuart. Very important.
Classic for real, $2. It turns out they're all Vader class warbirds. As the Romulan warbirds hover ominously above Coruscant, Sulu's trained eye catches the distinct design of the vessels, recognizing them as Vader class warbirds. His voice carries a note of urgency as he relays the information to those around him.
Captain, those are Vader-class warbirds.
The Imperial officer overhears Sulu's revelation and, seizing the opportunity for a jest, decides to make light of the situation, unaware of the tension building around him.
Vader, you'll say? Sounds like someone's name. Almost like Vader, doesn't it?
Vader's mechanical breathing grows more intense as he hears the officer's ill-timed attempt at humor. His patience worn thin, he responds with a sudden burst of anger, unleashing the power of the Force to destroy part of the temple around him in a display of his formidable rage. Silence, fool! The temple trembles as Vader's outburst reverberates through the air, the Imperial officer recoiling in shock at the sudden display of his master's power. Realizing the gravity of his mistake, he falls silent, his attempt at levity now replaced by a sense of trepidation. Amidst the chaos, Kirk and Sulu exchange a wary glance, understanding the danger of provoking Vader further. With tensions running high and the situation growing ever more precarious, they brace themselves for the challenges that lie ahead, uncertain of what the future may hold.
Okay. I thought I'd do a little pun there. You know, I think the Imperial officer felt that after we connected on a Nabooian level, that he felt he could joke with Vader. He was wrong.
Ray Rex, 5 pounds. Following the warbirds, a bird of prey belonging to the House of Martok decloaks. Led Work, son of Moog, he challenges Vader to honorable combat. And Trekyard says, I heard the old Anakin class bird of prey has vulnerability. Sand in the plasma regulator manifold. Yeah.
All right.
As the tension in the air thickens with the presence of the Romulan warbirds, a sudden ripple of anticipation courses through the battlefield as a Klingon bird of prey bearing the markings of the House of Martok decloaks amidst the starry expanse. Led by Worf, son of Moog, the ship's arrival heralds a new chapter in the unfolding conflict.
I am Worf, son of Mork. I, Worf, son of Mork, challenge you, Darth Vader, to honorable combat.
Vader's mechanical breathing fills the air as he regards Worf with a mixture of curiosity and respect. Sensing the gravity of the moment, he nods in acknowledgement of the Klingon's challenge. So be it, Worf. Prepare yourself. Worf, armed with Luke Skywalker's green lightsaber, steps forward confidently, his gaze locked on Vader's imposing figure. With a nod of his allies aboard With a nod of to his allies aboard the bird of prey, he beams down to the surface of Coruscant, ready to face his opponent in a duel of honor. As Worf and Vader prepare to engage in combat, the battlefield falls silent, the eyes of friend and foe alike fixed on the unfolding confrontation. With the fate of the galaxy hanging in the balance, the outcome of their duel will shape the course of history for generations to come. And we hit 30 likes. That's awesome. Thank you guys. If there's anybody else out there that hasn't hit like yet, do so though. Let's see how high we can get. Sounds like we're already high, but hey.
Okay, I'm throwing an interesting curveball.
Don't hit me with it. Like how he just smiles when I say that.
There might be a lot of dialogue, Kevin. I'm excited to see what you do here. So I've asked it to plan the lightsaber duel. And describe it in detail.
Okay.
Let's find out what a ChatGPT lightsaber fight between Darth Vader and Worf looks like in the Jedi Temple.
Okay.
You know, average day here at Trekyards, you know, average day. So guys, this takes a little while, so do your super chats. What happens next? Continue this fun plot.
Alright. As Worf and Darth Vader stand poised for combat amidst the shattered remnants of the Jedi Temple, the air crackles with anticipation. With a primal roar, Worf charges forward, the green lightsaber blazing to life, as he closes the distance between himself and his adversary. Vader meets his advance with a calculated calmness, his red lightsaber humming ominously in response. Vader and Worf clash blades with a thunderous impact, the glow of their lightsabers illuminating the ancient stone walls of the temple ruins. Their movements are swift and precise, each strike resonating with the echoes of battles long past. Worf's Klingon ferocity is met with Vader's disciplined technique, the clash of their blades echoing through the corridors of the temple. With a swift flourish, Worf executes a series of intricate parries and strikes, his movements reminiscent of the elegant style of Form 3 Sorasu, employed by Jedi masters like Obi-Wan Kenobi. Vader, undeterred, counters with the raw power and aggression of Form 5 Djemso, his strikes carrying the weight of his dark resolve. The duel rages on, each combatant pushing themselves to the limits of their skill and endurance. Worf's strength and determination are matched only by Vader's mastery of the Force, creating a mesmerizing spectacle of lights and shadows amidst the crumbling ruins of the temple. As the battle reaches its climax, Worf channels his inner warrior spirit, drawing upon the teachings of Kahless, the unforgettable, to fuel his resolve. Kilish, I can't do it. With a mighty roar, he launches a devastating assault on Vader, driving him back with a flurry of strikes that tests even the Sith Lord's formidable defenses. Vader, sensing an opening, capitalizes on Worf's momentary lapse of focus, launching a relentless barrage of attacks aimed at exploiting his opponent's vulnerabilities. The two warriors continue their deadly dance, each maneuver calculated to gain the upper hand in their duel of honor. With a final, decisive blow, Vader disarms Worf, sending his green lightsaber clattering to the ground. As Worf stands defenseless before him, Vader regards him with a mixture of respect and triumph, his red lightsaber poised to strike the final blow. Oh no. But before Vader can deliver the finishing blow, Worf's allies intervene, drawing Vader's attention away from his fallen adversary. With a roar of defiance, Worf retreats, his honor intact, despite the outcome of the duel. As the echoes of their battle fade into the ether, the Jedi Temple stands as a silent witness to the clash of titans, its ancient halls bearing witness to the timeless struggle between light and dark.
I didn't think Vader was going to win. I had no idea. Here we go. AI decided he was. Cool.
There you go. Classic for real, $2. Cousin Worf challenge. Cousin Worf challenge Vader on his bird of prey, the Anakin. The Anakin. I should have bought a water. My mouth is getting dry.
Okay, I'm curveballing again. Because if you guys don't throw us fascinating things, I'm gonna do something ridiculous. I say that, but Worf is a entire invention of you guys. You crazy mofos! But it's funny how we now have some characters we know we can do. So if you want to throw in, as in like in later things, like, oh yes, the Imperial Officer comes back, or oh yes, Patled returns. You know.
Yeah.
We're learning our own meta canon, and that is not extending. Oh no, too much. There we go. Okay.
As the intense lightsaber duel unfolds between Worf and Darth Vader within the Jedi Temple ruins, Dr. Leonard Bones McCoy and Mathasar find themselves in the role of unexpected commentators. Their observations imbued with a touch of comedic flair reminiscent of sports commentary.
And here we have Worf, son of Morg, facing off against the formidable Darth Vader in what promises to be an electrifying lightsaber duel.
That's right, Mathasar. Two titans of the galaxy going toe-to-toe in a clash of blades that'll have you on the edge of your seat.
Worf charges forward with all the thrust of a Klingon warrior. He really is giving into his all. He really is giving his all out there. Sorry, I've had a few drinks.
But let's not count Vader out just yet, Mathasar. The Dark Lord of the Sith may be a bit long in the tooth, but he's still got plenty of fight left in him.
That's right, Bones. Vader's showing us that age is just a number as he parries Worf's attacks with the grace of a seasoned duelist.
You're not wrong there, Mathasar. It's like watching two old bulls locking horns in a fight for dominance.
Oh, but wait. Worf's channeling is in a Kailash, unleashing a flurry of strikes that make even Klingon High Council proud.
He's really giving it out, his all out there, Mathasar. But Vader's not one to back down from a challenge. He's countering with everything he's got.
Oh, I just look at that move, Bones. Vader disarms Worf with a swift maneuver that leaves him defenseless.
Oh my, it looks like Worf's in a bit of a pickle now, Mathasar. But hey, he wouldn't be a proper duel without a few twists and turns now, would it?
You said it, Bones. It's anyone's guess how this one's going to play out, but one thing's for sure. It's one heck of a showdown.
As the duel continues to unfold, with all the drama and intensity of a galactic spectacle, Mathasar and Bones provide their colorful commentary, adding a lighthearted touch to the proceedings amidst the chaos of battle.
Okay, what does classic feel actually mean? So I'd like some clarity, classic, so I can input that.
Cousin Worf challenge. Cousin.
Yeah,
Worf
clarify.
Cousin challenges Vader. I don't know.
Clarify, classic, and we can include it.
It's very confusing, sir.
Yes, you have all the words. Use all the words.
Love that Worf knew how to use it and trained with lightsaber.
Time to go.
Like any other blade, really. Except it's kind of got a gyroscope in it, so it kind of does it. Yeah, I've heard they're quite difficult to wield, actually. You need the Force to kind of control it. But, you know. No, not Worf. Work. Work is Worf's cousin. Okay. Work is the name of the character who is Worf's cousin. There you go. That's clarification. Yeah.
And one more. Again, you guys throw in a fun curveball. I'm throwing in a in-between curveball. All right, curveball. So because it's like with any media, there's the giant action beat, and there's the character stuff in between it. This giant epic you're picturing, aren't you? The lightsaber fights going on. But you got to cut back to the characters at some point, haven't you?
Well, Classic Furrow clarified in his last message.
Excellent.
As the lightsaber duel between Worf and Darth Vader reaches its climax, a shimmering blue figure materializes amidst the swirling dust and debris. It is the ethereal form of Obi-Wan Kenobi, his presence a comforting beacon of wisdom amidst the chaos of battle. Nearby, Sulu pauses in his observation of the duel, his gaze drawn to the spectral Jedi.
Obi-Wan Kenobi, I never thought I'd see a Jedi ghost with my own eyes.
Obi-Wan regards Sulu with a serene smile, the weight of countless lifetimes etched into his spectral features. Indeed, Lieutenant Sulu. The Force works in mysterious ways, does it not? Sulu nods in agreement, a sense of reverence filling him with as he gazes upon the legendary Jedi.
Oh my, it's an honor to meet you, Master Kenobi. Your teachings have inspired generations, and I know that because I'm George Takei.
I study the Force.
Oh my.
Obi-Wan's smile widens as at Sulu's words, a sense of camaraderie forming between them despite the vast differences in their respective worlds. Ah, but I see we share a mutual interest, Lieutenant. Tell me, do you enjoy gardening? Sulu's eyes widen in surprise at Obi-Wan's unexpected question, a bemused smile spreading across his face.
I said introducing mutual interest, and it did. Gardening.
Gardening, you say? Well, I must admit I'm not something I expect to discuss in Mr. Battle, Master Kenobi, but yes. I do have a green thumb, if you must know.
Obi-Wan nods approvingly, a sense of camaraderie forming between them as they bond over a shared appreciation for the simple pleasures of life amidst the chaos of war. Ah, gardening. A noble pursuit indeed. You'll have to tell me more about your favorite plants sometime, Lieutenant. Sulu smiles warmly at Obi-Wan's offer, a newfound sense of connection forming between them as they continue to observe the events unfolding around them. As the lightsaber duel between Worf and Darth Vader reaches its conclusion, the ghostly presence of Obi-Wan Kenobi stands as a silent witness to the triumphs and tragedies of the mortal world, a beacon of hope in a galaxy consumed by darkness. I think we should start winding it down now and doing our reviews and stuff, just so...
Yes.
Yes. Yes. Come on, somebody end it with a bang.
Pretty much.
The Death Star shows up and destroys the planet they're on.
That would be bold, yes.
Or, they find the progenitor tech. And
A very specific prompt, yes, from this one episode of TNG.
Yes, it has nothing to do with anything else. As the duel between Worf and Darth Vader concludes amidst the ruins of the Jedi Temple, a new challenger emerges from the ranks of the Klingon forces. Worf, a formidable Klingon warrior and cousin to Worf, steps forward with a challenge of his own. His bird of prey, the Anakin, stands ready to face the Sith Lord in honorable combat.
You this one?
I, Worf, of the House of Moog, challenge you, Darth Vader, to battle aboard my ship, the Anakin. Sounds like the Anunnaki. Darth Vader, ever the warrior, accepts the challenge without hesitation. With a menacing growl, he leaps into a TIE fighter, his cloak billowing behind him as he streaks through the void of space towards the awaiting bird of prey. The Anakin and Vader's TIE fighter converge amidst the stars, the two vessels locking into a precarious dance as they prepare to dock. With expert precision, Vader maneuvers his TIE fighter toward the waiting bird of prey, his every movement calculated to ensure a swift and decisive victory. As the two ships draw closer together, the tension mounts, the fate of the galaxy hanging in the balance, as Vader and Worf prepare to face off in a battle that will echo through the annals of history. Indeed. Guys, just throwing a few more super chats to end out here. That'd be awesome. We're still going to do our meta commentary on this episode, which is always fun.
I would like to another sort of 4 or 5s would be tremendous.
Another couple of 5s would be awesome.
We do these for you guys to have the fun, have the power of a narrative.
We hope we're entertaining enough doing the voices and stuff for you guys.
Indeed.
How about say whatever you want?
Yeah, almost. I asked for a giant twist. I know.
As Darth Vader's TIE fighter docks with the Anakin, the tension aboard reaches its peak. Worf, flanked by his loyal crew, stands ready to face the Sith Lord in battle. But just as the confrontation seems inevitable, a sudden twist rocks the very foundation of the conflict. Prepare yourself, Vader. You face the might of the Klingon Empire. Darth Vader emerges from his TIE fighter, his dark presence filling the chamber with an aura of menace. But before the battle can commence, a figure steps forward from the shadows, their identity shrouded in mystery.
I'll be this guy, yes?
Yeah.
Hold your blades, warriors. There is more at stake here than you realize.
As the crew of the Anakin exchange puzzled glances, the unknown figure steps forward, revealing themselves to be none other than Mathasar. the Thermian from the distant galaxy of the Omega Sector.
Yes, it is I, Mustafar, from the Omega Sector, and I bring news that will shake the very foundation of the conflict. Yes, I was on the planet, but ignore that. That was my brother, Mustafar.
Rourke and Vader exchange very wary glances, unsure of what to make of this unexpected turn of events. Mustafar, sensing their confusion, presses on, his tone grave and determined.
You see, my friends, there is a greater threat looming on the horizon. A threat that transcends the petty squabbles of empires and alliances. A threat that seeks to consume us all. How did I get here? You'll find out in episode 2.
As Mathazar's words hang in the air, the crew of the Anakin and the Sith Lord alike are gripped by a sense of foreboding. What could this mysterious threat be, and how will it shape the course of the galaxy's destiny? Only time will tell. I did not miss your pun, classic for real. I totally got it. The Anakin. I got it. I wasn't going to say Anakin, though. Classic for real, $2. Suddenly the name of the bird of prey occurs to Vader. I noticed that right away, sir. Just for the record.
Yes. I was expecting it to pick up on it, but it didn't. Am I inside myself? Is this the meta commentary I need?
As Mathasar's ominous warning hangs in the air, a sudden realization dawns upon Darth Vader. His mechanical breathing grows heavier as the pieces of the puzzle fall into place, his eyes narrowing with a mix of recognition and fury. Anakin! The name. It cannot be. With a swift motion of his hand, Vader summons the power of the Force, channeling his rage into a devastating blast of energy that engulfs the bird of prey in a torrent of destruction. The ship erupts in a fiery inferno while he's on it, its hull torn asunder by the sheer force of Vader's wrath. The crew of the Anakin, caught off guard by Vader's sudden attack, are unable to react in time as their ship is consumed by the flames. Their cries of anguish are drowned by the roar of the inferno. Their fate sealed in an instant. Amidst the chaos, Vader stands alone amidst the wreckage, his cloak billowing in the heat of flames of space. His expression is unbreathable as he surveys the devastation he has wrought, the echoes of his past haunting him with each flicker of the flames. With a sense of grim determination, Vader turns and exits the inferno, leaving behind nothing but ashes and echoes of the tragedy that has unfolded, the fate of the Anakin and its crew sealed in the moment of fiery destruction.
So then he realized.
Yeah. All right, well, I mean, that's a great way to end. Vader floating in space, his cape billowing in the non-existent wind. Yeah.
Right, a Trekyards web series film review of this episode. Have Samuel and Stuart talk. Okay, now is the time of the show when you super chat your appreciation, but we are going to talk about what are we going to do, Stuart?
We're going to read Classic for Real Super Chat of $5.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Mathasar's brother Balthazar is still on the planet, still trying to figure out what he has to do with the Cylons 20 years later.
Balthazar? Cylons?
Well,
his name's Boltar. That might be a deliberate joke. But Stuart, we're going to do a review of the story. Hi, Ryan.
All right, the familiar setting of the Trekyards studio comes into view as Samuel Calkins and Stuart Foley prepare to discuss the latest episode of their web series. The two hosts being very attractive and awesome people, known for their in-depth analysis and passionate discussions about all things Star Trek, are eager to share their thoughts on the crossover episode featuring James T. Kirk, Luke Skywalker, and the unexpected twists and turns that unfolded.
Oh, welcome back, everyone. Today we've got quite the episode to discuss. It's not every day we get to see Captain Kirk and Luke Skywalker sharing the same screen.
I know, that's right, Samuel. It was certainly a unique crossover event, to say the least. But did it live up to the hype? That's the question.
Well, let's dive right in. First of all, I have to say, the attention to detail of bringing these two iconic universes together was impressive. From the design of the ships to the costumes and the set pieces, I felt like a seamless blend of Star Trek and Star Wars.
Absolutely. And the performances were top-notch as well. Seeing William Shatner's Kirk and Mark Hamill's Luke interact was a real treat for fans of both franchises. They brought a sense of authenticity to their characters that really grounded the episode, I think.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And I appreciate the nod to both series' lore throughout the episode, from Sulu's recognition of the Romulan warbirds to Mathazard's unexpected appearance. There were plenty of Easter eggs for die-hard fans to enjoy.
Definitely. But I have to say, there were a few moments that felt a bit out of place, if you ask me. Like Vader's sudden realization about the bird of prey's name and the subsequent destruction of the ship felt a bit rushed, didn't it?
Yeah, I have to agree with you there, Stuart. But it's another thing entirely to sacrifice character development. Notice you. It's a bit of a jarring moment in an otherwise well-paced episode. And the sudden deaths of several characters towards the end felt a bit gratuitous, if you ask me.
Exactly. It's one thing to raise the stakes, but it's another thing entirely to sacrifice character development for shock value. I think the episode could have benefited from a bit more nuance in that regard.
Overall, though, I think this episode succeeded in what it set out to do. Bring two beloved franchises in a way that felt together, in a way that felt respectful to both. It may have not been perfect, but it was certainly an entertaining ride from start to finish.
I couldn't have said it better myself, Sam. Here's hoping we get to see more crossovers like this in the future. As the discussion draws to a close, Samuel Stewart exchanges a nod of mutual appreciation before signing off, leaving their viewers eagerly awaiting their next adventure into the final frontier. Dun, dun, dun.
I'm going to add in what was said by Classic.
Okay, hit the like button, guys.
So now we are going to talk about the twist that we didn't read, but we know happened because of the super chat. So we're now going to review the thing we didn't see, which we don't know
okay.
about.
This is a deleted scene that he super chatted for.
I'm sure.
All right. Samuel and Stuart settle back into their chairs, ready to delve into the final twist of the episode that left viewers buzzing with anticipation.
Yeah, well, now let's talk about that bombshell of an ending, Stuart. Mathazar's revelation about his brother Balthazar and still be on the planet, trying to figure out his connection to the Cylons. That's a game changer.
Absolutely, Samuel. It adds a whole new adds a whole new layer of complexity to the story. We spent the entire episode focused on the clash between the Star Trek and the Star Wars universes, only to have the rug pulled out from under us with this unexpected twist.
And what's really fascinating is how it ties into the larger mythology of the Trek Wars universe. Ooh. Now, we've seen hints of the Cylons lurking in the background throughout the series, but this is the first time we've seen them directly tied into the character's personal journey.
Indeed, and the implications of Balthazar's involvement with the Klingons raise some intriguing questions about the nature of reality within the Trek Wars universe. Is he a pawn in their game, or does he hold the key to unraveling their mysteries once and for all?
And let's not forget about the potential for future storylines. Will Balthazar's quest to uncover the truth lead him into conflict with our heroes, or will he become an unlikely ally in the fight against the force of darkness?
Well, only time will tell, Samuel. But one thing's for sure, the stage has been set for some truly epic storytelling.
Amen to that. I'm sorry to cut you off there, Stuart. But I can't wait to see what happens, where Jane takes us next.
As the discussion draws to a close, Samuel and Stuart share a moment of reflection, their minds already buzzing with theories and speculations about the future of the Trek Wars saga. Like Tech Wars. William Shatner's Tech Wars. But Trek. Dun, dun, dun. Yes. All right. Hit the like button if you haven't already. Only 16 people here, though, so probably not. Everybody's hit the like button. Anybody that sticks around this long for this craziness, I tell you what, we appreciate you. That's what we appreciate you about you.
Okay, we're gonna go meta.
Okay, we always do. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Yay.
This is where writer me comes in. And guys, super chat on the 20 would be cool as we finalize the madness. Finalize the madness. A story that is only created with you guys.
As Samuel and Stuart continue their review, tensions begin to raise as they clash over the differing opinions on the key character from the episode.
Now let's talk about that Imperial officer character, Stuart. I thought it was a brilliant addition to the episode, like bringing a sense of gravitas and authority to every scene he was in.
Ooh, come on, Samuel. You can't be serious. That Imperial officer was a complete caricature. His voice was grating, his dialogue was cliched. I couldn't take him seriously for a second.
Are you kidding me, Stuart? The Imperial officer was the perfect foil to Kirk and Skywalker's heroic personas. His stern demeanour and unwavering loyalty to the Empire added depth to the story and raised the stakes of our protagonists.
Depth? It was a cardboard cutout, Samuel. And don't even get me started on that voice of his. It was like nails on a chalkboard. I couldn't wait for him to be off screen.
Yeah, well, maybe if you actually pay attention to his character, instead of getting hung up on the trivial details, you'd appreciate his role in the story.
Trivial details? You're calling my opinion trivial? At least I have the decency to voice my criticisms instead of blindly praising every aspect of the episode like you do. Little bitch. As their argument escalates, Samuel and Stuart find themselves locked in a heated debate, their voices raising with each passing moment. What began as a friendly review has devolved into a bitter clash of egos, with neither side willing to back down.
You know what, Stuart? Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm too forgiving sometimes, but at least I can appreciate the effort that goes into creating something like this. Can you say the same?
Appreciate the effort, please. Just because you're willing to settle for mediocrity doesn't mean the rest of us have to. I expect better from the creators of Trek Wars, and so should you. As their argument reaches its crescendo, Samuel and Stuart find themselves at an impasse, their friendship hanging in the balance. With emotions running high, they must decide whether to let their differences divide them or find common ground amidst the chaos.
Part 2 coming. I told you to get
Will
really
we be
detailed.
friends at the end of this? Only the AI can tell.
Or I guess you guys, but I don't know if you've got the super chat power to break our friendship.
It's just regular Trekyards now. Yes.
Yeah.
The story is morphed into how Trekyards ended. As the argument between Samuel and Stuart reaches a boiling point, their voices echo through the studio, their frustration and anger palpable in the air.
Okay, so now I'm saying for mediocrity, am I? Coming from the guy who can't see past their own biases to appreciate the nuance and complexity of the storytelling.
Biases? You're the one with blinders on, Samuel. You're so enamored with your precious Star Trek that you can't see the flaws staring you right in the face.
And you're so busy nitpicking every little detail that you've lost sight of what made the franchise great in the first place. It's not about perfection, Stuart. It's about the joy of exploration and Star Trek Discovery Season 5.
Do I have to start every fucking thing with a question? Anyway, joy of exploration. Is that what you call it? More like blind devotion to nostalgia. You're so afraid of anything new or different that you'll defend even the most mediocre of storytelling just because of a Star Trek label slapped on it. As the argument rages on, Samuel and Stuart find themselves hurling accusations and insults at each other, their words cutting deeper with each passing moment. What began as a review of a television episode has devolved into a bitter confrontation and the end of their friendship and partnership. With their friendship hanging in the balance. Sorry.
You know what, Stuart? Maybe you're right. Maybe I am too blinded by nostalgia. But at least I have the courage to admit it. Can you say the same?
Courage? You wouldn't know courage if it punched you in the face, Samuel. You're You're content to live in your little bubble of nostalgia while the rest of us move forward into the future. As their argument reaches its climax, Samuel and Stuart stand on opposite sides of the studio, their faces flushed with anger and frustration. With their friendship hanging in the balance, they must decide whether to let their differences tear them apart or find a way to reconcile their differences.
Part 3 with a twist coming.
All right. And we're getting near the end. So if anybody wants to super chat in any thanks or anything, we'd appreciate it. We'd like a few more if we could. That'd be awesome. But you guys have been great. At least Classic for Real has been great. this episode, so thank you. And Jamie and Ray and everybody else. Yeah. Yep. And I need a drink, something fierce, so. Hashtag Team Stewart. Thank you, Classic for Real. Sam and Stewart, a friendship. So powerful, not even AI can break it. Indeed. Oh, we had 32 likes. It's pretty good.
Are you ready for this one?
I'm ready to yep. I don't know what's happening or what's coming, but
I'm removing the stage direction because it gives it away.
Okay.
Well, I hope I haven't pushed the AI too far. Oh, it's very short. I was hoping for more than that, but okay. You see, Stuart, this is exactly what I'm talking about. You've always been so stubborn about this whole Klingon bird of prey nonsense. It's a Klingon design, plain and simple.
And spare me your revisionist history, Samuel. The original script clearly states that it's a Romulan design. Just because they changed it in later films doesn't mean we should ignore the established canon.
Established canon, please. The Klingons have used the bird of prey designs for centuries in Star Trek lore. So just otherwise is nothing short of Canadian bullshit blasphemy.
Canadian bullshit blasphemy? Coming from the guy who thinks Star Trek V is a masterpiece. I'll take that as a compliment. At least I have the decency to respect the source material, unlike some people I know. As their argument spirals out of control, Stuart and Samuel find themselves hurling insults and accusation at each other.
God damn it.
Their voices rising to a crescendo of anger, frustration. The instance of friendly debate has evolved into bitter clash of egos and their friendship hanging in the balance.
You know what, Stuart? I'm done with this. I'm done with you. I don't need this negativity in my life.
Fine by me, Samuel. Maybe I'll finally be able to get some peace and quiet without your incessant babbling about Klingon birds of prey. End stream. I should just click end stream and just end it there. Uh-huh. The end of an era. We won't make it to our 10-year anniversary for Trekyards because of this. Yes, we're having a spat, Eric. Thank you for joining. Super chat in $10. We appreciate it. Jamie Somerville, £2. Such a fun live. Love this story. Live long and prosper. Thank you, Jamie. Thank you for also super chatting as well. I appreciate it.
This is not what we thought we were going to do when we started.
Oh, here we go. This will be the last one, though.
Okay. Well, yeah, that makes sense.
So I gotta go. I gotta get a drink and.
Yeah, my voice is getting a bit. I mean, I'm yelling, but and it's funny. I wrote in the context of the discussion. I'm glad it included all of it, but I thought it'd be a bit more creative. But that's okay. All right.
We're just gonna end it after the last part. No, I'm just.
You know what, Stuart? I've had enough of this. Enough of your Canadian arrogance. Enough of your Canadian stubbornness. I refuse to let you tear everything down that we've built here at Trekyards with your petty Canadian squabbles and Canadian childish Canadian behaviour.
Oh, spare me your sanctimony, Samuel. You're just upset because you know I'm right. You can't handle the fact that someone dares to challenge your precious opinions. Well, guess what? I won't be silenced by your bullying British tactics. As the words hang in the air, charged with the weight of their unresolved conflict, Samuel and Stuart stand on opposite sides of the studio, their faces flushed with anger and frustration. Yet, even in the midst of the discord, there remains a bond that cannot be broken, a shared passion for Star Trek that transcends their differences.
You know what, Stuart? For all our differences, there's one thing we can agree on. Our love for Star Trek. Maybe it's time we set aside our egos and remember why we started this journey together in the first place.
Yeah. Maybe you're right, Samuel. Maybe it's time we stopped fighting each other and started fighting for what really matters. The legacy of Star Trek. After all, fighting Kurtzman is a full-time job. If we can't find common ground, what hope is there for the future of the franchise? As their anger begins to dissipate, Samuel and Stuart share a moment of quiet reflection. Their shared love for Star Trek serving as a bridge to mend the rift between them. In the end, they may be two individuals with vastly different opinions, but they are also united by a bond that cannot be broken.
Live long and prosper. Canadian prick.
Those words Samuel Stewart clasped hands in a gesture of reconciliation. Their friendship reaffirmed in the crucible of their shared passion of Star Trek.
By Grathar's hammer, what a friendship.
That's great. All right, guys. I think that's it for today. Thank you for joining us. And thank you for... This didn't go way off the rails. We didn't introduce other franchises, which was great. Kind of kept to the story. But, yeah.
Now,
thank you.
And that means that if you liked us playing bullshit,
we got to do that. A whole live like that, I think, would be fun.
Then you super chatting to what we would say to ourselves, to each other.
Yeah.
Fascinating. Super chat. Well, I mean, let us know in the chat. Would you super chat to have us play things? Yes.
Yes. Anyway.
Yes.
Yeah, Canadian stubbornness and childness isn't bad considering south of the border. Wow, it's really thunderstorming outside right now. All right. Yes, Ray Rick said. There you go. Thank you, guys. You outdid yourselves. Well, we try. Try to have fun in each of these. So, yes, definitely want to see who would win in a fight. And
it kind of gets us a little bit. There's a little bit of semblance of that.
Yeah.
But also, what?
Anyway. Thank you guys for watching. Classic Real says yes as well. But, yeah. Better go.
Right.
Guys, later. Until then, he's Commander Cock.
He's got a Foley.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.